Is that better? Is that better? Sweet. It only took a lot of difficulty and effort. It's ridiculous that I've got to do all that stuff. A lot of difficulty and effort. It's ridiculous that I've got to do all that stuff. A lot of difficulty and effort. It's ridiculous that I've got to do all that stuff. A lot of difficulty and effort. Sweet. Alright, can I please? Well, it's better. Sweet. It shouldn't take this long to do. Why is everything so better? Blooming. It shouldn't take this long to do. Why is everything so better? Blooming. It shouldn't take this long to do. Why is everything so better? Blooming. It shouldn't take this long to do. Why is everything so better? Blooming. It shouldn't take this long.
Unfortunately, it looks like a part we were developing has failed. Unfortunately, it looks like we need to revisit the development area and redevelop it. Sorry, Chief.
Hello and welcome to the Circuit de Catalunya here in Barcelona. It's a circuit very well known to the teams and drivers, but still remains a very important practice session on the way next.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
I'm going to guess and reckon it's going to be very similar to China in terms of setup. It won't be exactly the same as I'm not in the mood for a stock setup. I would like a race setup so I can perform a bit better. I'll be very annoyed. settings this one. Oh, nice. I really hope this doesn't just leave me more super exposed on the straight, because that's just going to be very rude, truth be told. Could also learn to make my own setups, but I've tried many times in my life, and I just can never seem to make an understanding of what seems to be going on with the setups in this game. 10, 23, 51. Brakes on 97%. 58. 24.2s. I'm thinking lower tyre pressures are more important this year because the back end loses traction a lot easier, especially once the tyre wear does start to kick off. But at the same time, lower tyre pressures increase tyre wear as well, so it's a double-edged sword. You'll get more grip even as you're wearing other tyres, but at the same time, you're going to lose a lot more pace as a result. Alright, let's see how this feels. It's not good. Okay, let's set up. ERS management, this should be good. Arguably my worst track in the game, when versing the AI anyway. I need this. Alright, I know what this is. I see it settings. Can I pop it out? Does that let me have it out? Maybe if I just load YouTube up and just do the pop out of it. Got an excellent connection. I've got the chat on the right hand side. I've been live for 7 minutes. I think the only viewer I have had is myself. Very likely. And pop out chat. There we go. Now it's on the side of the screen. I can actually see things. All 0 chats and comments are now visible to me. Hoorah. And I'll put that out there. And then bring this back up. Top. No, not that one. Pop out chat. There it is. Right, and then put that down. And everything should be good. Why is the CPU usage? Yeah, we're fine. That's plenty. We've got plenty left, I should say. Right, back to the shenanigans. rewind that bit there, because that's bugging me a lot. What is going on? Not even very right now. No, get up. That was a bit ridiculous at the end there. I'm not even better. Why are you doing so much? Don't do that! Frustrating, isn't it?
Program complete. Program complete.
Not happy about that.
These results will do, although you could definitely do better. Consider giving it another shot.
Hey, I'm in the red no matter what. The only time I could not save ERS that lap. I had to literally turn it off to get any progress on that. It wasn't happening. Sorry. That's why. Press this button on the left hand side, it normally simulates a downshift. Why did you do it again? Do it again. It just jams. Why are you doing that? Not a fan of that.
We didn't really get the data we needed.
Well, no.
On that run, you might want to give it another go.
Probably wouldn't have done it, but it wasn't helped by the fact that Aqua was blocking us. Another set of softs. Let's try to ring it again. It's a bit behind something else.
Okay, we haven't hit our program targets. Come in and take a look at the data, and if we have time, we'll rerun the program.
Where did that go? Not a great lap. That's just honesty there. I've got straight line speed, which is where I do need everything. But I'm 0.3 off pace, which ain't great. Heavier than the volley there. We're a break. About between 90 and 100 there, so it's about
100
back end. Already game over, example.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
They're going to increase the rear tyre pressure. Looking at the very end there, I think the tyres were starting to get to overheating levels, so you have to bring down the rear, increase the rear pressures. Don't want that because I'm already struggling for rear traction as it is, but got to do what you got to do, I guess. Increase my mic volume. How does that sound? Is that better? Yeah, sweet, that's good. Oh, I don't even have mediums for this one. Well, it'll be a good way to test. No, let's 22.5 whatever it is. Alright, let's do another race run here, because if the softs are... Because it'll be a problem if... Because the mediums were overheating at the end of that stint or getting close to it. I need to do a bit of a better job looking after this. Let's do another race run. I think so, we'll do after 5 laps. And go from there. Soft will speed up more, so we can test one. Right. I'm going to pause for a moment so you change the screens over. So it's all gone black. Why is it all gone black? What have we done there? The picture's coming through there. There we go. That's better. Right. All good. Yep. Sweet. Let's get it. It's gonna be hot laps. Very bad turn 1 though, which ruins turn 2. Let's just watch the temperatures. Bit squirrely. Recovered a lot of time through that lap, which is very good to see. Hit a bit of dirty tyres for some reason. Front left is going to take the most of the brunt here. Not quite, but it is what it is. I've already done it. We're here to test the tyre temps. Front left really punished when I used overtake there. Turned in too early, which made me drive wide on the outskirts there. Nearly lost my time there. That's weird. Tyre temp's pretty high. 2 more laps. Let's see how we go. Looking good so far. It's frozen. Why is it frozen? No. Right. Doesn't look like it's not frozen on my end. What's the stream quality at? 480. Can I do 720? Yeah. Oh, the game's frozen. Right. And how long have we been live for? Why is the stream it's frozen? Why is it frozen? Is the game capture audio working? Alright, so everything but the actual stuff that people want to see is frozen. Is any audio coming through? Is any audio coming through? Is any audio coming through? No audio, so the audio and the picture frozen through. Why has my Elgato capture card? No audio, so the audio and the picture frozen through. Why has my Elgato capture card? No audio, so the audio and the picture frozen through. Why has my Elgato capture card? No audio, so the audio and the picture frozen through. Why? Yes, reverb got it. So frustrating. I thought I'd fix this. There is no reason for this to be happening. None. CPU 17%. Notifications 27 minutes ago when the last time there was high usage. So I'm currently not here. So why? What's going on? Deactivate when not showing. Resolution, color space, color range, auto detect. Capture audio only. No. Everything should be coming through. So why is it not? YouTube. I'll just do that. Elgato capture card not stops working during stream. It's an issue with the USB connection or some unusual error in the software. May need to be reset. Done that about 50 times. Done that about 50 times. Let's open up. No, let's not move that. Alright, let's desktop. What do I have to click to desktop? That. Sweet. Elgato 4K capture. Moment I got Streamlabs, things stopped working, but at the same time, Streamlabs moves things in the right direction. So does me jump starting the 4K utility do anything? Probably not, because this is more... No, it's capturing it correctly. Alright, so Streamlabs has worked. My 4K capture utility is working. So it's Streamlabs that's the problem. Streamlabs is freezing. Is the audio being picked up as well? Hang on. But the audio is not being picked up by it. Okay, brilliant. So it's recording the picture, but it's not doing the audio. Yeah, brilliant, amazing. So there's no audio. Don't know why there's no audio. That's frustrating. No audio coming through my Elgato capture. So last time that happened, I unplugged my headset. Go back to HDMI. Change it back to HDMI, apply. All of a sudden, it picks it up, no worries. Plug the headset back in. Back to analog, apply. And now it's working again. Didn't have to do that, but I did. I did it already. But why is Streamlabs got a frozen picture now? So we've figured out the audio there, and I think if I go back to my stream and put it off mute for a moment whilst I do this, now it's working again. Didn't have to do that, but I did. I did it already. But why is Streamlabs got a frozen picture now? So we've figured out the audio there, and I think if I go back to my stream and put it off mute for a moment whilst I do this, now it's working again. Yeah. So audio now is working, it's just the picture. Why would it be like that? So the video capture device, Elgato 4K, hello. Taking it on and off, fix it. That does fix it. That is so dumb. That is really, really dumb. That, I don't know why that's happened. I mean, I've figured it out, but why Why have I got to do that, man? Like, seriously, it's so frustrating. I shouldn't have to do that. I'm not raging, I'm just going through the process. What makes me angry is I went through it all before I even turned it on. Did it last night. So what is the app Streamlabs is obviously letting me down. I don't have an issue with OBS, just Streamlabs. Exact moment when I recorded gameplay yesterday, it would freeze at exactly 8 minutes and 15 seconds. So why is that happening?
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Auto capture freezing during Streamlabs stream. It's not the cam. Oh, cam link. No, it's not cam link. Oh god, it's in Streamlabs. That might be information I can use. My tyre wear is not good. Tyre wear in the mediums was good. I was pushing hard on the softs. I can return a bit of tyre pressure. Maybe 0.5. I can go. No, 20. The right tyre can be brought down to 0.5. That can be. I will say it's up as that. Over right. Best I'm going to get, truth be told. Let us go ahead to one shot. Ah, it's raining. Not what you want. 2-for-1 streaming. Streamlabs some serious issues with Elgato. Mine desyncs audio after 20 minutes, no failure. You'd probably have less issue with OBS. If it's just gonna freeze on me, but it's like it's freezing in.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over.
It's freezing in the Streamlabs software. So, like I said, it doesn't freeze when in OBS, which is the other open source software. This is like built on it, and there's like a paid version, but I doubt they'd do something that horrendous. So what's going on? Why is it doing it? And when it freezes, it causes the video capture device also to cut out. What? It's a good question. I do not have the answer. Could it be in here? Disable hardware acceleration. Disable live streaming features. Output show confirmation.
It's a Catalonian qualifying for you today. Welcome.
Keep recording. Automatic start. Replay buffer. Keep replay buffer active when stream stops. Source alignment. Okay, no. Multi-stream and stream. Output. Those are the things. Audio. Audio, no issues. The video. That I can't even change any of that. Advanced. I've got increased priority. No. Too much effort, that. We'll hide CPU a few moments ago, whatever. I can't do much with that. It'll be another thing. Just need to monitor as it happens. Oh, it's wet weather. It doesn't look like it's raining, that's the annoying thing. But I know it's either going to be raining on track or it's going to be fully wet, even though I'm on a... Yeah, it's wet conditions right now. But it doesn't look like it's raining. And I'm awful in the wet. I can survive with that little straw or something. Is it wet weather? I got DRS. Don't like that. Expectations were low, but I don't see me doing anything here. I can hear the brakes lock up when I've got ABS on.
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
The brakes aren't working. Where did I brake then? Like, you've got to watch this stuff back if you don't. I braked at normal position then. Wasn't going stupidly fast. And I'm just miles away from anything. It's frustrating. Seconds off Russell. He's not even in P1. 20 seconds. Wait. Why are the drives quicker? Why do you put me on those tyres then? I'll wait to the end of the session now. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just gonna... I might have enough time for... No. Did it just put me on different tyres again? I think I want to go to track. It's telling me it's dry. The delta is 1 second quicker. There's no rain.
pushed down to P22.
A lot of time found there. All saying we're going to go for another. Only put me up one place. And stuff like that just throws me off through a loop though. Battle up again. Just went out there.
Okay, that's P21 for us, P21.
Let's go.
We've been pushed down to P21.
That's all I could do. 20th, and I'm probably going to lose it too. Oh, that's depressing. Well, what do we start? After finding nearly a second, I'm still nowhere to be seen on my lap time.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
And I still lost a lot of time. And still on 105 difficulty as well. This is just the hardest AI track from personal experience. Goodness me. Well, we're at Spain without the S. Absolutely painful. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Oh well. We knew deep down this was going to be the case. Spain has never been a strong race for me, and it's a DRS train heaven. He is hoping that I know the setup's actually got pretty good straight line speed compared to. That's probably where I'm losing a lot of time as well. So I'm hoping I do well with the speed.
Welcome along everyone to sunny Spain, specifically to the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. So I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about this.
Okay, we might be at the back of the grid and it's not the best place to start, but keep your chin up and push hard. It's Formula One. Anything can happen.
How are the hards still slower over a 16 lap stint? Nothing there, but whatever. Tires are at 50%. I'm thinking of doing this. About a second lap difference though, to being less than a tenth quicker at that. It's no brainers down these. And the pace is still there at the end. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather do a super long run at the start, pray for a safety car. Should he have braked there? He's braked probably 50 meters early for where he actually needs to brake. It's thrown me off that. And he's turned into the Let's read that one. Inside of me. not looking good. It's not looking good. Got that my watch. That was a stupid move by me. All that for that. Awesome.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Okay, stand by. We see a problem our end and we're looking into it.
Seriously? It's the second lap of the race. Why is it already an issue?
It looks like we're experiencing an ERS software glitch.
Let him through.
Looks like the ERS isn't functioning. The guys are working on a fix. The guys have fixed the problem with the ERS. It's now available. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
It's not turning. It's worth for the second hot lap mile there.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Absolutely terrible. Turn in, please. Can't see anything there. There we are.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.6 seconds.
Shut the fuck up, Jeff. I can't hear my own car. Don't go to the dawn, you goodness me. More ready to struggling.
Keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.5 seconds.
Why do you talk to me there all the time? I'm starting to close the gap. Got a lap of my DRS. Might be able to. Can't be me. Track's being led by a horse by the looks of it. No, it has. Lock on. Probably going to jinx myself, but I feel a lot more traction in the car now, which is nice. I'm driving it a lot nicer. Missed again. Why did you do that? Not very well either. Good line through there, gives me the DRS, I think.
Dennis is coming in for his stop. Car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 23.0 seconds. Push now, we're boxing this lap.
Amongst the leaders, but pit stop behind him.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive. now, pit now.
Front right's still brand new pretty much.
There seems to have been a problem removing the right rear wheel. We need to try and put it behind us though, and let's finish this race strong.
Well done.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Up in the air stop. Oh, look at that over there. But let's see how many places we can make. Who won at Monaco? About to be demoted down to 20th place.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.7 seconds. And gap to the car in front, 0.1 seconds. Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance. Okay, clear. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 4.0 seconds.
Corner right now. I didn't see second one, that's wild.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
That's a bit disappointing to say the least.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
This is a result that's going to really matter for them. A good haul of points today, and it's consistency across the board that's going to keep them in this title battle.
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. And for those that have missed the Dutch national anthem, fear not. It's back again because Max Verstappen is back on the top step.
unrealistic. Second Red Bull driver on the podium. Hamilton on the podium. Two things that won't happen again this season. Oh, Wilson. Oh.
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
1:15.5. I did. How much a lap slower than Verstappen? I was over a second a lap slower on average. Not a great race. Started 20th. I was just out of it. That, if I'd have stayed in it, may have had a minor difference. But yeah, what an embarrassment. That was a one-off livery, that, and it was embarrassing to say the least. It just wasn't a good race. But even with the soft tyres at the end compared to him on the medium, he was still over a second quicker than me. That's a bit concerning. Anyway, all that did show up. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Bye now.